Hey guys, welcome back. Anyway, so we have a new amplifier update, actually. It's same amplifier, but we have a new amplifier update for Ridge. Alright, so we have a few things that are slightly similar with our flinger shots and stuff of that nature, but we're just going to go ahead and get it short and simple and go straight at it. Okay? Whatever we had for a home base, it used to be flat like that, switched over to a V block. Another thing that we added, we have two walls, floors, two floors that cover this ramp. A wall, edited down, a range, anti-air, 2, 3, 5 walls down, 1 wall over, and then a V, or I guess it could be 2 walls over and 1 over. And we just quite simply put a floor and straight solid walls around it. And we did this so that we can make the smashers and everything go right for this damn thing. And now this idea we got from WhiteWalker. Same thing with this nice fancy thing over here. So a very big, huge, amazing big boy shout out to fucking WhiteWalker. Amazing. Alright? If I wouldn't have seen his wooden challenge video and notice what he wasn't getting that lobber over on one of his V blocks over here. And that's because he drove them right up the middle. All right, they want to finish their pathing to the other side, both V blocks right up here. So even though it's farther away, it still brings them in. All right, so they'll definitely walk back here. I used to have this open, which you can, but when I was doing low durability tests with 4 people, it really didn't work out with a level 60. But I mean, obviously this account's a little bit higher, so I really don't need it. It was there from testing wise, but I like it, so we're gonna go ahead and keep everything we have in this build as we have it. And you can start shortening things up and knocking pieces out at your own will. So granted, big boy shout out for that from Mr. WhiteWalker. But also not having an assassin amp there, they no longer want to aggro our fucking block off, and they will try to position themselves up here to hit that, which is impossible, so they come up through here. So we end up at the lobbers end up in the ocean. So hooray, amazing witchcraft. Thank you, Mr. WhiteWalker. So now we're going to go ahead and get to some of these traps just in case you didn't see my previous video. So right here at the pecker at the end, we're going to place a floor freeze facing this way. And we're going to use standard floor freezes, which is 3 durability, 2 reload effectoration, facing down. Right here, we're going to face south, face it down. We're placing 2 reload darts right here. It's right by the wall now. Give you a good chance to see it. Alright. Perfect little shot of them. Alright. Now, these wooden floor spikes, or wall spikes here, they're just heels. It could be anything. I just put them there just to injure the husk as it gets flown through the air, just in case it doesn't get all the way on the floor freeze, which is why we have a wall dart, and well, and it's also why we have that, just trying to prevent some damage. Down here, same floor freeze facing this direction, boom, down. Another one of our range anti-airs, more of our reload darts here with an archway. You don't need the anti-air, but a floor is needed for the lava bomb. I put an anti-air on top of it because, well, I'm OCD. If you like things pretty, please do. Down here we have a stick right by the cave. 2 of them up with a wall dart reload. Another one of our pillars with a wall dart reload. And that will cover all of our flingers for random waves and just whole on onslaught. I tested all of this in pubs for the last several weeks. It's terrible. This new idea, I've been doing this one for about 3 days, 2-3 days, I think, on about 4 different accounts. So heavy testing, multiple different power levels, durability levels, which is why a lot of it's really big, but it's worth it. So that way I know I won't have to have too many comments of shit's not working because I went a little overboard. Now let's get to the block off. Over on the right hand side, we're going to go with a standard block off, going 3 ramps out. 1, 2, and 3, and 2 to the side. Now we're going to place 4 floors right here, and then 2. And we're going to fill these with range anti-airs. Now, you don't need this many, but lobbers, we were angry, so we did it. If you are going to start removing some of them, you do need these 3 floor pieces right here. If you don't have a trap on them, it doesn't matter. You need them for the lava bomb. They are important. I don't know why, but the last time I took them out, we had some things explode. So keep that in mind. If you find out you can have all of them gone or less of them, please leave it in the comments because I would love to know how many of these we can take out for structural reasons. Anyway, same thing here. We got 3 up, and then over here we have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 of them. Awesome. And then all of these obviously is the same one. Double range, double reload, heals, and durability. Over here, we're going to go ahead and place, 6. Well, it'll be 5 if you already put your 7th down. Going this way, a edited stair in the form of an R backwards. And then another 4 floors. And then a stair going down. Okay. So then we're going to go ahead and add 3 walls and 4 walls. Now I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit better view. There you guys go. Now on the back side of this stair, we have an archway and 3 ramps. Now, if you are playing with a lot of players, you're going to have blasters try to walk over to you, especially if you're AFKing in beach, or if you're AFKing in Beach Valley instead of, like, there's Lava Valley, which they'll cause them to kind of come over here, which would be fine. But if you're too far over there, you might have a mist monster try to beat on it. Is the only reason why the spikes are here. Not exactly needed at solos, but like I said, we're placing everything here for all power levels and everything of that nature. So 3 ramps, archway, perfect. So another recap is 3 floors, 7 floors, 5 floors, ramp to the left, 4 floors, ramp down, 3 walls, archway, 3 ramps, 4 walls. Okay, now the traps on these are going to be a little bit different because these 2 are heavy durability, and they are... Sorry, I'm looking for them. No, it's not those. Ah, here it is. 4 durability, 2 reload. Now, we have the stair edited on the left-hand side to get them as close to the edge, okay, before they try to cut over. Granted, I guess we could have done something like this, but I didn't deem it really that necessary. So these 2 are all durability, 2 reload. Now, the rest of the walls, these 5, they are going to be 2 impact, 2 reload, and 2 durability. Okay? So, yep, 5. Now, I alternated between all durability tar pits and my double reload wooden floor spikes. Now, you can use regular floor spikes, poop spikes, or whatever spikes you wish. I just use these because they're just better. It is what it is, you know. It slows them twice as fast, so they go half the speed. So why would I not want such a beautiful thing? If you don't have them, you can add a fin right here, and that is the only fin you would need if you didn't have the double reloads. You could also put the fin here if you wanted. Only if you don't have the double reloads and you're stuck using poop spikes or regular spikes or whatever spikes you have. So that works too. This anti-air, again, is not needed. It is here only for decoration, but if you have a bunch of extra spaces and squares and you just don't care, I think it looks cool. So I put it there. All right, next. Boom, boom, boom. There is no traps underneath any of these guys. Now, I have tried to have it a little farther forward, over here, but the lava bomb can get a little swifty. It's not exactly very nice. Now, over here, that side's completely done and covered. Now, the right side, we're going to do some V-block over here. But the first 2 on the left side, we have 2 floors to shift some lava bomb. Very important, okay? First V-block is going to be next to the stone. And on this side, it's going to be away from the stone. All right? So we're going to have this spot nice and open for our smashers, mist monsters, and bosses to just phase so beautifully right through without any issues. All right. Also, we need it to be so the people that are spawning up here cannot walk down our ramps and are blocked off. Okay. Now, for that one, obviously we have 3 stairs out. We have stair to the right, stair to the left, and a stair to the right. Nice look-see. Beautiful. Now, even more over so. For over here, we have an X block, ramp to the right, a ramp to the left, 2 archways, okay, right in here, 2 of them, and those archways will hold up this ramp. Now, we have a cone. For our Dorito block, we have 3 Doritos. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. On this side, we have 2 floors. Okay. Now, these 2 floors and these 2 floors are very important. Without them, you are going to lose wave 22. It'll blow up your people. Yeah. Meteor, hit block off. Husk, hit amp. Player, cry, feel emotional damage. Very, very bad. Now, archways are 2 floors, 3 Doritos. Now, on top of this one right here, we need a floor. Now, we're going to take a little chunk right here on the floor to prevent the husk from walking up it. Okay? We are going to a tire drop trap. Personally, the one I'm using is this one right here for a little extra more damage. If you don't use this one works too. There's a double crit rate with a crit damage. This one would technically be better because if you notice, this is 33, so every 3rd tire crits, where this one is every other tire. And really, the damage you're doing on these is all right here in the crit. This isn't shit. So it doesn't matter if it's 17 or 14,000. So realistically, the double crit rate, 1 crit damage reload tire is better, but it doesn't really matter. We're using it for its crowd control factor. It doesn't need a whole lot of durability because it's only going to see a handful of husks. We are facing the south when we do it so that when the tires launch through here. Gives a little extra damage for the few that, the assassin husk for you valley people that are going that way. Now, this way, people in the hill, or people that have, or AFK in lava, or maybe your AFK spot is just a little too far towards hill, put a V block inside of your devil. Okay, it's 3 on 3. You can leave open this. All the husks are going to do is come up here and take out this dart. So you can not have a dart there if you don't want. I personally just have it looking like this so it's a little reminder for different videos. That is why we have these. There's an update video coming next for all sorts of amplifiers. So we have different colored wall darts to explain different things. Now, this wall dart, again, a nice favorite wall dart of ours, is the crit rate, crit damage, reload, damage, durability of death. Love me that wall dart. Anyway, there's a nice fancy blaster that tries to walk through here. He's too tall, so it ejects him back up here. But when he swings, the damage he does right here is actually being done to this Dorito. This wall dart does kill him and prevents him from doing damage to this Dorito. It's a very interesting thing, but, well, on console testing and when we tested on a 1080 and it was, I think, an i5, it came up on both of them. Haven't had any issues on the i7s or i9s, 11th or 12th gens, and nothing with the 1650 or the 3070. So not exactly too needed, but we still are going to add it. It's just one wall dart. When we're spamming this many anti-airs of not giving a shit, I doubt we really care about one wall dart. So it's there, especially if you like die or had any lag and whatnot. This dart can come in handy. So the game is still bugged, so any prevention is good prevention. Down here, retractable 4 spike. We are using one single reload, crit rate, crit damage, damage durability, just like our wall dart. Obviously, they do have different timings at 4.2. Actually, the same time. Good call. Didn't realize that. All right. And that does any damage to the husk trying to attack this Dorito. It's usually the gunslinger. You get maybe 3 or 4. And when we got hit wave 2, 5, 12, 16, 22, and 26 on a nice fancy running of the waves, that became a small issue. So that trap, that tire, and this wall dart protect all of this. So nice quick recap. We need 2 floors, 3 stairs out, one of them all the way to the rock, the other one all the way over, the other rock open and exposed, so these 2 ramps together, and the one out to the right. Right here, we're going to place 1 ramp to the right, 1 ramp left, and then very last ramp right. Then we have 2 archways, 3 Doritos, 2 floors, and a retractable 4 spike. On top, we placed a floor with 1 edit. Stair going right. Stair going left. Up top, we have 2 anti-air range. Optional. Realistically, if it was just me, at the end of the day, I have a feeling our 3rd update is only going to have like maybe 2, 3 of these anti-airs tops. We're going to go through and study this amplifier even more over the next months to come. So this one's going to be here a while. I have got to say thank you, Mr. WhiteWalker, for your amazing idea. And I believe it was Krista that gave you the idea for this pathing. A wonderful idea, especially for the multiple anchor points. Having an anchor on the ground here, anchor off this ground, and then another anchor off of that ground over there. That's a good 3-point anchor. And then the stair here, or the archway, so a good 4 anchor. It's just... they don't have anywhere to attack and get away with it. So it's an absolute beautiful thing. And this opening makes smashers really love it. I mean, so you get even that one that spawns way over here that should go this way. It still prefers this big open space over here. It's a beautiful, beautiful factor. Absolutely wonderful. I also have a small little shout out for X Anonymous in the Discord. He made a little nub at me in one of his videos. He's like, some people like to do this. I heard you, Dick. But that was a wonderful actual pro tip. Now, I actually proved him right. Some of the people that like to make fun of him don't. Man's actually got a head on his head. So I tested it out. And yes, in later waves, wave 26 and 22, they will aggro this. So, good catch. Now, the only time you can ever have this out is on a ramp. I tried it on much flat V blocks, tried different archways, even tried some doors. I think we even tried a pillar once. We had good success with pillar, actually, not gonna lie. Pillar and Dorito were definitely our top picks. Pillar was our best standing option, but it left a vulnerability for the rest of the blocks this way. So it's still more testing to do, but X Anonymous, thank you so much for that pro fucking tip. and it was wonderful. WhiteWalker, absolutely amazing. And for him giving me the idea and not even having to have a conversation with him, by opening this up to not to assassin, making it farther back so that the lobbers have to be on this side to lob the objective, making the objective the threat, having all of your darts and traps doing damage above all of our V block. If you notice, we don't have any tires or anything like that to damage these husks, so that this is not seen as a threat. No threat, no lobber attack. So kind of don't even need these. But that should be my thoughts and inputs on, well, all of that. And I will see you in the next video for our updates to Mr. Fireburn and Ali and L's pit. Been doing some beautiful testings on this one since like Christmas, Thanksgiving. Absolutely amazing amplifier. We have our bridge that we'll have some conversations about. We have another Fireburn special over here on Hill. It's highly mutated, but we've had this one for a very long time. Huge shout out to my mans. This was one of those builds that gave me the inspiration for doing a lot for Ridge. So if it wasn't for him and Mr. WhiteWalker, Fireburn, man, I'd still be fighting lobbers and I'd be pissed. We have another Ollie special over here to showcase off. This is another really old build. Now,
for 2 seconds of your time.
So this has been running around about the same time as around Christmas, Thanksgiving-ish. So it's slightly modified from his original version, but not by much. Amazing amplifier. We still have our Valley we've been running for quite some time. I do have an update video for it, and I will explain why we have made a few changes to that amplifier. Mr. HUBO, we have some nice HUBO talkabouts here. HUBO Copter has a beautiful beach and just good, solid build. I mean, even works in tier 1 metal. Imagine that. The ramp, beautiful ramp. Obviously, HUBO, I have to poke fun at you. You are the only amplifiers in my base that take damage. But they're still above 80% and they never fail. So props for that one. And yeah, you guys have a wonderful day. Later.